Hey guys, it's me, Ice Game Boy, and today we're gonna be doing something a little bit different here. Today we are gonna be reviewing every episode of Dexter's Laboratory, but season 1 in 10 words or less. So yeah, make sure to like, subscribe, comment what you guys want to see next, and smash the like button for more. And yeah, let's get into it. And also, by the way, I will not be counting the Justice Friends segments or Die Emperor Monkey segments. So yeah, let's get into it. Dee Dee's Dimension, just a great episode. Really love it, and it's a great episode for a beginning. So I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10. Material comeback. That one is a good episode. I'm gonna give that one a 8 out of 10. Dexter's Dodgeball. That was one of my favorite episodes. So great. I loved where the gym area is, and yeah, I'm gonna give it a 10 out of 10. Dexter's Assistant was a good one. It was definitely a good episode. It's a little bit weird, but also good at the same time. So for that, I'm giving it a 9 out of 10. Yeah, I could have done a little bit better, but I still like it. Dexter's Rival, one of my favorite episodes. It's just fantastic. The first time we see Mad Dog in the episode, that becomes another major character. So for that, I'm giving it 10 out of 10, because it's amazing. And also, I really love seeing Mad Dog and Dexter fight. Old Man Dexter was okay. It was a decent. It could have done a little bit better with some of the parts, but yeah, it was still okay episode. For that, I'll give it a 6 out of 10. Double Trouble is actually a good episode because we get to see Dee Dee's friends, and plus Dee Dee's friends also act like Dee Dee, which tells us that they're the best friends. So for that episode, I'm giving it a 9 out of 10. Dexter's Laboratory's first pilot. Now this episode was actually short because it was the pilot episode before the actual episode came out. So yeah, for a pilot, it did a really good job. And for that because we get to see the characters and the dudes and stuff like that, I'm giving it a 10 out of 10. Jurassic Porch was an okay episode. Not my favorite, but it was an okay episode. Like, I feel like I could have done better if Dexter been nice to the dinosaur or something like that. But yeah, it was still an okay episode. For that, I'm giving it a 7 out of 10. Dimwit Dexter, in my opinion, is a bad episode. It's just too many stupid things. Dexter acting like a girl as the West until the end. I feel like that was just stupid and a little bit waste of time. So for that, I'm giving it a 0 out of 10. It's a bad episode in my opinion. Dee Dee's Room was an interesting episode. It's one of my favorites because it was like a horror type. They tried to do like a horror movie film kind of stuff. So yeah, that was like a cool idea and stuff like that. So it's a really great episode. So I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10. The Big Sister is also a great episode. I love how Dee Dee becomes big and she ends up playing with the city, thinking that it's just a toy, when really it's actually the actual city. So for that, I'm giving it an 8 out of 10. It could have done a little bit better with the ending, but yeah, still a great episode. Star-Spangled Sidekick. That was also another great episode, and it's actually one of my favorite episodes because it has a knife lesson in it, and I love episodes or shows that have knife lesson in almost every episode. So for that, since it's my favorite episode, I'm giving it a 10 out of 10. Game Over was an okay episode. I feel like the episode would have been better if Dee Dee didn't have to trap Dexter back inside. But anyways, it was still like an okay episode actually. and yeah, and I love the reference to that episode too. So for that, I'm giving it a 7 out of 10. Babysitter Blues. Babysitter Blues was a good episode. I like how Dexter gets kissed by this babysitter, even though Dexter's like in third grade. It's pretty funny, and I love the ending where he gets punched. That was pretty funny. So yeah, for that, I'm giving this episode a 9 out of 10. Dream Machine, it was okay episode. I feel like this episode wasn't that good because honestly, I didn't like the beginning. I do like the rest of it, but I didn't even like the beginning where Dexter made Dee Dee to press the button, even though she was tired and it was kind of, and I didn't really enjoy it or anything like that. So yeah, but the episode's like, it's okay. It's not really that good of an episode. So for that, I'm gonna give it a 4 out of 10. Dollhouse Drama was a great episode. One of my favorites actually. I love seeing Dexter. Becoming small and going inside Dee Dee's house. It was actually a pretty funny episode in my opinion, and I think it's like one of my favorite episodes of all time besides Dexter's rival. So yeah, for that episode, I'm gonna give it a 10 out of 10. The Big Cheese. The Big Cheese is a classic episode. One of my favorite episodes. I think it's the best episode of season 1. Because, in my opinion, this episode has the famous word omelette de fromage. And that's the famous word that I will always remember forever. So for this episode, I'm giving it a 10 out of 10. Actually, I'm giving it an 11 out of 10. Fantastic. Just fantastic. Way of the DD. Way of the DD was a good episode. I like how DD, instead of being stupid, she tries to change Dexter and make Dexter to come outside, even though he has been outside many times, and he's saying that he's scared of being outside. Yeah, right. And yeah, it was actually a funny episode and stuff. So yeah, for this episode, I'm giving it an 8 out of 10. Triple Card Girl. That was also a decent episode. It's okay episode. I like how the sisters get a chance. Well, not the sisters, but I like how Dee Dee and her friends come back again. Like after a couple episodes from just being Dee Dee and Dexter. And yeah, it was pretty okay episode. For that, I'm giving it an 8 out of 10. Space Cast. Space Case was a good episode. I like how Dexter finally realized his mistake after he sent his sister away. It's pretty good episode. One of my favorites actually. Instead of being a good episode, I think it's one of my favorite episodes. It's just very good, and I like how Dexter tries to listen to the aliens, even though they don't understand the humans. So yeah, for this episode, I'm giving it a 9 out of 10. Dexter's Dep. Dexter's Dep was another good episode. I like how Dexter doesn't get the cash and he only has a couple minutes. So seeing that happen to Dexter is actually pretty cool to see. And I like how Dee Dee gets the paycheck instead of Dexter. So yeah, I thought it was a pretty cool concept and stuff like that. So yeah, for this episode, I'm giving it a 9 out of 10. Mandarker. I think Mandarker is another fantastic episode. I love seeing how this episode, even the title card has Mandark on it to show us that it's gonna be like scary and spooky. It's just very cool to see Mandark gets his second own episode after not appearing it so long. So yeah, for this episode, I'm giving this a 10 out of 10. In favor Dee Dee. Now this episode is also a great episode. Like I like how Dexter tries to get Dee Dee to come back down with many tribes. It feels like a Looney Tunes concept where Bugs Bunny would do something like that to Elmer Fudd or Daffy and Buzz, saying duck season, rabbit season, stuff like that. So yeah, this episode's pretty good. It's a little bit funny and stuff like that. And yeah, I don't really have any favorite parts in this episode. So for that, I'm giving this episode an 8 out of 10. Monstory was also a decent episode. I really like how Dexter also becomes a monster, and I really like the New York City darkness background. It is very beautiful to see, and it was just a wonderful concept. Sadly, this episode was just okay. I feel like seeing Dee Dee as a monster was more disturbing than seeing Dexter as a monster. So yeah, seeing that as an episode for finale of season 1, I feel like it was okay. So for that, I'm giving this episode a 3 out of 10. And that's every episode of season 1 of Dexter Laboratory. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment below what you guys want to see next, smash the like button, and thanks for watching. And until next time, guys, peace. Oscar Boyle. And by the way, this took me a little bit long to make, so please smash the like button. Peace!